Okay, Reverend. And we
All
hope
right, now.
that the conditions get a little bit better, at least for you right there where you are. And remember that the ACLU also agrees with the idea that a big injustice was done to Reverend Pinckney when they're, as they say in their amicus curiae brief. Thank you very much, Reverend.
Thank you so much.
Okay, and I think that's the timer. Now, changing gears a little bit and asking the control room how we should proceed. In that case, let me just wrap it up. So once again, let's make that fundraising appeal. Benton Harbor Banco, Benton Harbor, BH, BANCO, that's Black Autonomy Network of Community Organizations.org. The PayPal is located there. That's on the whole the best way. If you want to mail in a contribution, then go to that website and you'll find a mailing address in Benton Harbor, Michigan. This goes only for issues connected to Reverend Pinckney, his legal defense, and also other expenditures that come up. And once again, on the 14th of April, we will have the next hearing in this. And if you're anywhere near Benton Harbor, or in this case, St. Joseph, it's in St. Joseph, the county seat of Berrien County, then please stop by and stand up for freedom and due process and legality here in the United States. And we'll be back with you in just a minute.
Don't complain about your cable bill going up and up and up. Do something about it. Grab a pencil and jot down this special number, 1-855-905-MY-TV. The more cable TV rates go up, the better digital satellite TV looks. Say goodbye to the cable guy and get more of your favorite channels in 100% digital quality for less money. Call 1-855-905-MY-TV. Sign up for packages starting as low as $19.99 and there's no equipment to buy. You get free HD TV upgrade, a free DVR upgrade, and free professional installation. You control what you watch when you watch it. Record your favorite shows, pause and rewind live TV, even skip the commercials. Watch local channels too. At just $19.99, what are you waiting for? Pull out your major credit or debit card. Call 1-855-905-MY-TV. 1-855-905-MY-TV. Say goodbye to the cable guy. Cut costs and get more. 1-855-905-MY-TV. 1-855-905-MY-TV.
We live in a complicated society. Stressful issues are always popping up. Have you ever been treated unfairly by someone? Have you ever been overcharged for a repair? Have you ever signed a contract or a document, worried about identity theft? How many times have you been in those unique situations where you just wanted to call an attorney to find out if you're right or wrong, or what your legal rights are? But every time you think about calling an attorney, what do you think about first? That's right. Who do you call, and how much will it cost? Our friends at Legal Shield have found a solution. With a nationwide network of 6,900 attorneys who average 19 years of experience, Legal Shield's law firms take over 40,000 calls per week helping their members. For less than $20 per month, you can have access to Legal Shield on everything from the trivial to the traumatic. Let Legal Shield stand up for your rights at lsprotection.com. That's lsprotection.com. Or call 855-340-SAVE, 855-340-7283.
Results will vary from case to case.
We all know that Berkey Water Purification Systems are the most trusted name in water filtration. As an authorized Berkey dealer for over 6 years and serving thousands of satisfied customers, the Berkey Guy offers amazing specials for Berkey Water Filtration Systems. The Berkey Light Systems include a set of self-sterilizing and recleanable black purification elements that purify water by removing chlorine, pathogenic bacteria, cysts, and parasites to non-detectable levels and remove harmful chemicals such as herbicides and pesticides. Order the Berkey Light system today, complete with 2 black Berkey elements for only $231, and the Berkey Guy will ship your order free of charge. With the purchase of a Berkey Light, the Berkey Guy is also offering a set of fluoride and arsenic filters for only $39.99. That's over 30% off the retail price. Call the Berkey Guy at 1-877-886-3653. That's 1-877-886-3653. Or order online at goberkey.com. That's goberkey.com today.
This alert just came in. This special announcement is for business owners and leaders of organizations who've been waiting for the right time to build. General Steel has made it impossible to wait any longer with rock-bottom prices that could save you thousands. That's right, General Steel, America's leader in pre-engineered structures, is offering buildings at prices you will never see again. Don't miss these prices. A 50 by 100 for $35,000. You heard right. That's 5,000 square feet for $35,000. Manufacturers, if you need a larger building, try a 100 by 100 commercial building for $129,000. You can't afford to rent with these prices. Imagine a 70 by 100-foot church building for under $69,000. With the economy improving and interest rates still at historic lows, you can't afford to wait. So call 866-91-STEEL. Lock in your price now. Call 866-91-STEEL. That's 866-917-8335.
Great minds think alike. The network for the independent-minded. The Genesis Communications Network. GC.
Welcome back to World Crisis Radio. Webster Tarpley here in Washington, D.C. It's the afternoon of Friday, March 27th. And we once again are honored to be talking here today with Stuart J. Hooper. He's a candidate for the British Parliament in Westminster. And he's a graduate student at the City University in London, preparing a master's degree in international politics, and he's standing for the seat in South Basildon, East Thurrock, against a Tory incumbent. What is the name of that Tory incumbent?
Stephen Metcalfe.
Stephen Metcalfe. Okay. Well, you got your work cut out for you. Tell us how it's shaping up, and let's make sure that we got that appeal for financial support as well as political. Why don't you repeat that?
Yes. So, in order for me to actually get on the ballot at all, I need to raise £500, which is about $750, in under 2 weeks. So, in order to do that, you need to go to my Facebook group page, which is Stuart Hooper for Parliament, which you can search for on Facebook, or go to facebook.com/Hooper for MP, HOOPERFORMP. And on there you'll find the PayPal link where you can donate. And that will help out the fundraiser.
Okay, and I urge everybody to do this because the deadline for filing is coming up fairly soon. And after that, we have this typical, rather short but very intense British campaigning season, right? The campaigning it's a little bit less than a month. So it all gets done fast. And therefore, we have to front load the support. If you think about making a contribution, do it now and do it generously, because before you know it, this will be over. This is not your 2.5-year U.S.-style marathon.
Yes, absolutely. So I'm running as essentially an anti-austerity candidate. Currently, we have a few anti-austerity forces, so to speak, but they're not very good, to say the least. So we have the Green Party, who have come out against austerity, but they have no program to pay for all of their ideas. So, and that left their party leader in a situation where she was in what has been called the worst party leader interview of all time, because she couldn't figure out any way to explain how she was going to pay for her ideas. And then we have Russell Brand. Now, the interesting thing about him is that he actually comes from a town that is 10 minutes down the road from me. But I am qualitatively different to Russell Brand. He is some kind of ultra-left radical. He's interested in wealth redistribution and spiritualism. I mean, that's just completely untenable. He has no program at all and seems to be concerning himself mainly with promoting his book and his YouTube news show than actually doing anything to truly change the current situation.
And pardon me if I understand correctly, right? Russell Brand is also somebody who's very good friends. He's actually supported by the bankers of the City of London, or at least some ultra left finance predators that hang out there.
Yes, so nobody that you really want to be looking to for political leadership. So my platform is essentially looking for a general end to austerity in the UK, which is a program of political ideology that has failed throughout not only the UK but also Europe. Look at Greece and Spain, great examples of where it has completely failed and led to the rise of anti-austerity candidates there, and even anti-austerity party winning the election in Greece with Syriza. The cuts only really target the working class, and the city banks that essentially caused the crisis have been left untouched. So one of the main things that I would be looking to promote would be a strengthened NHS, a national health service that we have over here. Is currently being subject to cuts to all kinds of cancer drugs, which is leaving people without their life-saving medication, and there's also a program to try and privatise the NHS as well.
Right.
Along with that, we need free university education in this country. Germany managed to pull that off just last year. Under the current government, university fees were tripled, which has led to my town, Corringham in Essex, and the school I went to has the highest rate in my area for the amount of students that could go to university but do not actually go. And I'm assuming that is simply because of these out-of-control fees. They really are putting a lot of people off. And
okay. Now, let me ask you, these are wonderful ideas. Let me ask you that pesky question. How would you pay for this?
Yes, well, that's where I hope to differ from the Green parties and the Russell Brands of the world. So we'd be looking to institute a financial transaction tax on the City of London's banks of 1%. So that would be a tax on financial organisations, not individuals. So it's not a wealth tax of any kind. And it's just a way for these banks to pay their fair share. And the idea of that would also be able to end what has been called workfare. So you have to work to be able to get your welfare benefits, which is a completely ridiculous system. Because if there is a place for somebody to go and work, surely there must be a position where they can be paid to do so by a company, not just for their welfare check. It's just a ridiculous system. And we also have benefit sanctions going on right now in regards to welfare. That has just led to suicides, 60 of which are being investigated by the Department of Work and Pensions, but I've seen estimates of up to 1,000 people that have committed suicide due to austerity measures like benefit sanctions. And they amount to a tax on the unemployed, disabled, the sick, and others, so the most vulnerable people in our society.
Stuart, I understand that the essence of the Cameron campaign, that is to say the conservative or Tory prime minister and his party, is to say, you've never had it so good, our economy is wonderful, and therefore you should reward me with another term as prime minister. Does that about sum it up?
Yeah, for some reason, yeah, he believes that the economy is improving. But I just saw a stat today that said that homelessness in London has risen